one of those rare moments in football that happen.
At every football club, there is a number that is revered. At Geelong, for almost half a century, the number 5 has held a place above all others. Two men, both giants of the Australian game, have worn it with pride. In the early 60s, the biggest question in football was the future of West Australian ruck sensation Graham "Polly" Farmer. Many had gone to Perth to lure the dual Sandover medalist from East Perth, and all had come back empty-handed. He was 27 when he fell to the recruiting spell of the Cats' young coach, Bob Davis.
We'd have a great team if we had a real ruckman. I said, I know where the best ruckman in the world is, not only Australia, in the world. And I said, he's in Western Australia. They said, can you get him? I said, I'll get him, don't you worry. And over we went. I said to Paul, would you like to come? And he said, yes. So that made it all the more. And I said, would it be much money? Oh, we won't discuss the money factor, but it worked well. And whatever, we had a fella called Frank Moore who had the dairies here in Geelong. And Frank Moore said, you really want this fella? And I said, yes. And he pulled out the checkbook, put it down there, and wrote, he said, I can't give you the 20. He said, I'll give you £13,000. Not a bad effort from one fella, was it?
Farmer revolutionised the way football was played. He turned handball into an art form, ruck play into a science.
Is the only player in the history of AFL/VFL football that ever changed the game the way he played. Some had the rules changed because of the way they played, but Farmer started that flow-on offensive handball in the early 60s, and Ron Barassi perfected it in 1970.
Rosano now with a nice drop kick, not a great deal of distance in it, and they struggle for the ball but can't get it, and it's hit over the head here by Farmer and scrambled down to the ground, and it looks again as if Farmer's clearing hand pass.
Even pick him up, but the kick coming into centre half forward, comes to the ground, picked up by Newland's hand pass here to Farmer. Farmer lines up from 45 yards out and there's no worries at all.
There's a definite hand pass to Dennis Marshall. Marshall puts his boot in it. He's been shaded in the centre by Barrett. Up it goes towards Wade. Can't hold it down to Farmer. Farmer kicks at the big ones. He's put it through. Here's a chance for Newlands. Gets it across here to Sharrock. Sharrock drives up towards the forward pocket on the outer side. And the big fellow there, Farmer, takes the mark.
In 1963, he would finish runner-up to Bobby Skilton in the Brownlow medal, guide the Cats to that famous premiership, and win the best and fairest. By 1965, he was captain, and in 1967, led the Cats into the grand final against Richmond.
He is about 45 yards out on that angle, kicking from the outer end of the scoreboard goal. It looks pretty good. He's put it through. Graham Farmer, that's his second.
A neck-and-neck struggle here at umpires' lead, bounces the ball.
Up goes Farmer and Nichols. They both nullified one another, but Farmer has got the free kick.
Good Lord.
Chance there for a mark, but no mark. Hawkertel it was who's in that forward pocket. It's down to Marshall. Marshall trying to get that ball. He puts it over to Farmer. Through into centre half back. It's all Geelong at the moment. Farmer on his own completely. He passes a long one out to Pollen. Nichols. Farmer. Nichols this time doesn't get it clear. Farmer follows it up. It's over towards Collis, but it's Farmer again with it. Oh, scoops it out to Goggin. There he goes now, and it's a nice pass to Farmer. It's centre half back. Farmer steps around. He's going for the long pass out here towards the half forward flank, and Eels marks.
In this third quarter, Mike, with those 3 goals have slammed on, it's good football.
Up they go. Farmer gets a tap down. Oh, goes to Goggin. Beautiful.
Freddie Swift going up the middle. Oh, glorious kick. Farmer from behind. He's got it.
It's on Geelong's half-forward flank on that outer side. They're kicking down to the Richmond end. Farmer taps it down. Roy West now to kick out from the newsstand end. Puts his boot in it. Goes to the outer flank there. Players racing for Farmer's there and takes the mark.
Has the kick right into the centre. Michael Perry and Farmer. Farmer gets it. Hand passes to Mitchell. Mitchell gets a left footer and Eels mark.
He's favouring the outer flank by the look of it. Oh, good kick too. The players set themselves. Up they go. No mark. Taken by Farmer. Farmer a long hand pass out here. He's looking for Pollinelli.
Farmer played only 101 games, and it's interesting to note that he was a centimetre or more shorter than current-day players of the ilk of Mooney, Bartell and Scarlett. Yet he was and remains the great ruckman in league history. In 1984, the club bestowed this prize number on a bloke who'd